All right, so go ahead and grab whatever you're using for weights this evening. Whatever it may be, find your weights. We're gonna start standing on your mat. And then once again, make sure you've got a blanket or something close by that you can support your knees with. All right, you guys, so we're gonna start one weight. I'm just gonna call them weights. You guys know whatever you're using, we're defining as a weight tonight. All right, so one weight in either hand here to start. We're gonna take those feet parallel, hip distance apart. So go ahead and just stand up nice and tall, soft bend in your knees so that you're not locking out through the legs. Take those arms straight out in front, weights are facing one another. Give me an inhale and sweep those arms back behind your hips. Exhale, slide it forward. Inhale to sweep the arms back and up. Exhale to slide it forward. So as we move through this arm set, you guys, depending on how heavy your weights are, a lot of this is just creating your own resistance and also you actively engaging your own muscles. So we're starting with just a little bit of pulling strap action here. So normally we'd be laying down on the reformer while on the box, and you'd be utilizing those straps to sweep your arms back and up. So if you imagine your arms are moving through water, you'll start to create that little bit of resistance. We're just warming up here. So not only warming up the arms, but also warming up the back. So even though arms are our focus for tonight, you're gonna also get some abs, some back, some legs, everything. Keep those arms back behind you. So you've got that little bit of reach back. You're just gonna give me little tiny lifts. So think about your lift just being about an inch high. It's tiny. Think about wrapping your shoulder blades in towards one another and squeezing. So we're starting to feel those triceps fire. We're gonna take it into some tricep kickbacks in just a moment. So keep that squeeze going. Squeeze your elbows into your ribs and then lengthen back. So it's all about that squeeze of the elbows into your side body. Now as you extend, try to keep the arms as close as you can towards your body. So it's nice and tight. So don't think about a wide sweep, think about a close squeeze. And maybe even as you fully extend, think about squeezing the arms in towards one another. Hold the arms back. Now once again, give me little baby pulses, little lifts up. Double check your posture. You've got that soft bend in the knees, head is up, chest is up. Hold the arms up, just give me little squeezes in. So it's the weights reaching in towards one another. So here's where those triceps should really be starting to fire. Squeeze those arms in, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and walk your feet out wider than your hips. Let your toes turn out. Take your arms straight back out in front, weights facing one another. Inhale here. As you exhale, bend the knees, open the arms to a T. Inhale to close, exhale to open. Start adding a little bit of lower body in here, a little bit of a squat or a plie. Shoulders are staying stacked on top of your hips. Now as we go into these T presses, you're still creating your own resistance, keeping your movement slow and controlled, squeezing through the corners of the chest to draw those arms back together. Now let's do 3 more full range of motion. Hold this last one. So arms are open, knees are bent. Pick a direction, circle the arms. So it's tiny, tiny circles here, holding in that squat. Now reverse those circles. Keep the height going. Relax the shoulders away from your ears. Hold the arms out. Give me little pulses through the hips. Bonus if you can find your balance and lift those heels up high. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Walk those feet back in parallel, hip distance apart. Bend the elbows to 90-degree bends, weights facing one another. Inhale it here. As you exhale, press the arms out so you're in goalpost or cactus arms. Inhale, slide it forward. Exhale to open it out. So shape of your arms remain the same. You're just bringing those arms towards one another. taking them away. Imagine your elbows are gliding on an imaginary surface. Keep them lifted. Now on this next one, hold your cactus arms. Inhale, extend your arms up. Exhale, squeeze, pull it back down. Inhale, press it up. Exhale, squeeze, pull it back down. So once again, create your own resistance. And not only think about your arms, think about your abs. Think about those abs staying in tight for me here. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Bring those elbows back to goalpost or cactus arms. Keep the height. Squeeze the elbows, squeeze the weights together. So try to meet the weights, try to meet the elbows if you can. Inhale, punch it up. Exhale, squeeze it down. Inhale, punch it up. Exhale, squeeze it down. So weights stay glued. Elbows are squeezing in towards one another if they're not already glued together. Shoulders should really start to feel the burn here. Make sure you're breathing. Squeeze a little harder. Hold it up. Weights glued, elbows glued, little pulses. Press, press, press. Get a little higher. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the arms. Set the weights down for a moment, and let's go ahead and sit down on your mat. So have a seat on your mat. Feet are pressing down. Hands are going to come beside your hips. Fingertips forward. Roll the shoulders down your back. Open your chest. Hover your hips up and off the mat, and give me those tricep dips. So I know it's not a huge range of motion here, but if you think about wrapping those shoulders back and really working through those triceps, you'll start to feel it. So feet are staying grounded. It's just that small tricep bend. Here in a minute, we're gonna pick it up a little. Head up, chest up, hold the elbows bent, give me little pulses. So tiny presses here, just working from those triceps. Make sure it's not coming from your hips. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the hips, come off your hands for a minute. Roll out your wrists if they're feeling a little cranky. So once again, we're gonna hit those tricep dips. We're just gonna add a little extra. So set it up the same way. So palms pressing down, feet grounded. Lift the hips up and off the mat, and then extend your right leg out in front. Just let it hover and give me those tricep dips. So now it's just that left foot grounded into the mat. If it feels okay, take the right leg a little higher. Squeeze through that right leg. Still make sure all that work's coming from the triceps. Right here, we're gonna switch it out. Right foot down, left leg hovers. Now you've got that same option. Lift it up high, point the toes, bend at 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Both feet down. Come off of your hands, come off of your wrists. Maybe give it a few infinity rolls. Take a breath. All right, grab back a hold of your weights. So we're gonna stay seated on your mat. So you're seated on your mat, one weight in either hand. Rock it back onto your sits bones, so you're just balancing. Feet are lifted, preferably in tabletop. Bring the weights to meet. Now from here, we're just gonna twist upper body, side to side. So you're squeezing those weights in towards one another. You're starting to feel those abs and those obliques fire. Try to keep the legs in tabletop if at all possible. Now, as you continue to twist, maybe start to lower it a little bit further down and lift it back up. So twist, back goes down towards your mat, twist, back lifts off. So you're just traveling down and up. Keep squeezing those weights in towards one another for 5, for 4, 3, 2, last set here. Bring it all the way up and relax your feet down. Keep your weights with you. Let's go ahead and lay down on your mat. So lay down on your back. Once again, we're gonna take one weight in either hand. Just relax your arms for a minute. Legs are gonna come into tabletop. So bring both feet up and off the mat, knees stacked above your hips, toes are pointing. Take your arms straight up towards the ceiling. If you can, have your fingers long so you're not death gripping. Depending on what you're using for so it might require a grip. So stack the weights right above your shoulders. Inhale, lower your arms down so that they just hover above your mat. Exhale, lift it back up. So you're inhaling to pull the arms down. You're exhaling to lift them back up. Now once again, create your own resistance. Imagine that you're pressing your arms through water. And as you lower the arms down, once again, they just hover, so you don't fully release. They are just squeezing and hovering right above your mat. Now if you want more for your abs, as you inhale to press the arms down, head and shoulders can curl. As you exhale the arms up, head and shoulders can go down. Inhale, head and shoulders curl as those arms hover. Exhale, arms go up, head and shoulders go down. Only if it feels okay for you and your body today. Now on this last one, hold the arms down, hold the head and shoulders curled. Give me little pumps on those arms. So you're squeezing shoulders through the fingers as if you were slapping the top of water. Nice sharp quick presses. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release your feet, release your arms, take a pause. Now we're gonna take that exact same movement, those pumps in your arms, we're gonna take it into our 100. So start with those arms straight back up. Legs are gonna return to tabletop. Now from here, curl the head and shoulders up, hover the arms right beside your hips, start to pump your arms. Now you're gonna inhale, pump, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, pump, 3, 4, 5, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you got 5 pumps inhaling, 5 pumps exhaling for our 100. Now we're about to come up on that halfway mark, that 50. If you want a little bit more, you guys, extend the legs out. 50 more to go. Make sure you're sticking with your breath. Squeeze those arms. Maybe curl the head and shoulders up a little higher. You got 30 more. Utilize your breath here. Pull that belly button back towards your spine. Last one. Inhale it, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Release the feet. Release your arms. Take a pause here. Now once again, we're going to take those arms straight up. Legs are going to go back to tabletop. Now we're going to lower those arms down. You're going to squeeze those elbows right in beside you. Keep the arms hovering though, and then bend your elbows to 90-degree bends. So elbows are bent, knees are bent. Now give me a big inhale. As you do, multiple things are going to happen. So inhale, lift the head and shoulders, extend the arms that are hovering, and extend the legs. Legs are going to do a quick open, close, bend your knees, bend your elbows, release the head. So inhale, lift, press, extend. Legs are going to open, close, bend the knees, bend the elbows, release the head down. So this is our coordination exercise. It's okay if you get a little bit lost, but the main things that you're worrying about are those arms hovering and those elbows squeezing in beside your ribs. So the integrity of it is those tricep bends with your arms, and then you've got some abs, and you got a little bit of leg action here. Let's do 2 more. Now on this last one, hold. Arms long, legs long. Turn your heels and toes out. Give me little heel beats. So heels, they tap, 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 tap. Keep hovering those arms. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the head. Relax it down. All right, you guys, so we're going to keep a hold of your weights, but just let them drop beside you for a moment. So hands free for just a second. We're going to go to some bridge work, and for our first bridge, I don't want us to use any weights. I just want us to warm up. So weights to the side just for a moment. Arms down long beside you. Feet are grounded into your mat. Give me a big inhale. As you exhale, lift the hips and roll the spine up. Just hold. Take a breath. You want to feel those hamstrings and those glutes start to fire. Feeling that back body warm up. Squeeze through your booty. Try to get those hips up 1 to 2 inches higher. Ground down through all points of the foot. Give me one last big inhale here. And as you exhale, carefully release the spine. Release the hips. And bring it all all the way back down. Now grab a hold of those weights. We're just holding them down beside our hips. Big inhale here. Exhale, lift your hips, roll your spine up, and hold. Now from here, we're gonna meet those weights above your chest. Now your elbows are bent here. So weights are above your chest about 8 to 12 inches, elbows are bent. Now just that left arm. Inhale, open it out so it's just hovering right above the ground. Exhale, squeeze through the corners of your chest, draw it back in. Then go to the right. Inhale, open the right arm up. Exhale, squeeze, pull it back in. So you're just alternating. Little single chest fly here. And all the while, you're holding in that bridge position. Now what I want you to be mindful of is that as you continue on, you don't let the weights start to go above the head. So they stay above the chest. Elbows stay bent. You take your time opening and closing with those weights. All the while, you maintain your best bridge position, hips staying high, make sure those hips haven't started to drop. One more either side. Bring the weights back together, then open both arms out. So both arms are just hovering, just little baby lifts up, up, up. Squeeze through the corners of the chest. Keep those hips high. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the weights back together and then slowly release the spine. Release the hips. Come all the way down. Take a breath. We're going to go back up. So arms back down long beside you. Lift the hips. Bring it all the way back up. And then take your arms up high to the sky. Now from here, big inhale. As you exhale, bend those elbows out to those cactus or goalpost arms. Inhale, punch it up. Exhale to bend out wide. Inhale, punch it up. Now once again, all the while you're holding in that high bridge position, still working it out through those glutes and hamstrings. Now on this next one, hold the arms straight up. Rotate from your shoulders, weights turn in towards one another, and then they turn away. So it's not just the wrist rotating through the weight, it's your entire shoulder. So you think rotate in and out, rotate in and out. Hold your rotation in and then give me little squeezes. So squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Hold the high bridge for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the arms down, release your spine, release your hips, set your weights to the side, extend your legs up high to the sky, flex your feet, walk your hands up your thighs, your calves, stretch out through the hamstrings. Release your head down, hug your knees in, rock it a little side to side, and then we're going to rotate onto your stomach. So just rotate yourself around. Come onto your stomach and take a pause. Arms are going to stretch out long in front of you. Rest your forehead down on your mat. You're going to squeeze through your booty to lift the legs up and off your mat. They're separated out about mat distance. Lift the head and chest. Hover your arms off the ground and take it to your full body swimming. So you're squeezing booty through the toes, shoulders through the fingers. Press your hips into your mat. Make sure that you're breathing here. Swimming catches up with you. So make sure you don't lose that breath. Pick up the pace a little bit here. Let's swim 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release it down. Keep the chin down on your mat. Take your arms back towards your hips. Palms are turned up to the ceiling. Inhale, lift everything up. Reach, exhale, release. Inhale, lift, lengthen. Exhale, release. So just little baby back extensions here. Hold your lift up. Turn your palms in. Just squeeze, squeeze. So as if you were pressing your palms in towards your hips. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release it down. Press your palms into the mat and stretch it back for a child's pose. Press into your palms. Go ahead and mediate your plank. So walk the toes out, curl your toes under, find your plank position. Now, if holding in your plank is enough work for you tonight, totally fine, you can stay right here. If you're okay to add, we're gonna find shoulder taps. So, we're gonna carefully shift our weight into the left hand, reach that right hand off the mat, tap your left shoulder. Right hand down, left hand up, tap the right shoulder. So you're alternating opposite hand to opposite shoulder. Now you can move as slow or as fast as you would like here. Try to keep the hips pressing down. Challenge yourself to maybe move a little bit quicker. Let's go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the knees down. Come off of your hands. Now here's where if you grabbed a blanket to have close by, go ahead and grab it now and bring it so you can rest your knees on top. So knees on your mat. And you want to let your booty just reach back towards your heels. So turn the toes in towards one another. So toes are reaching in, heels are apart, booty's resting on your heels. Now grab back a hold of your weights. So it's not just arms, we're gonna get some top of the thigh action here, a little bit of quad work. So elbows are gonna come in beside you, palms are turned up. We're gonna do what we call serving the brownies. So as you inhale, lift your booty off your thighs, extend your arms out. Exhale, squeeze the elbows in, lower the booty back towards your heels. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Now if at any point, adding that lift through your lower body is too much, no worries. You can always just stay seated back on your heels and just focus on the arms. Now on this next one, hold. So arms are reaching up, you're in a high kneel. Inhale, open the arms, exhale, close. Inhale to open, exhale to close. So shoulders staying down the back, chest is staying open, arms are just opening to your peripheral. For 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. And squeeze the elbows, come all the way down. All right, so same thing here. We're gonna start with those weights together in front of your chest. So elbows are bent, knuckles glued. Inhale, lift, open your arms. Exhale, squeeze the arms closed, lower it back down. Inhale, open, exhale, close. So once again, lift can always be optional. So this is our little hug a tree exercise. I always think it's kind of fun. Your quads should be firing up right about now. Hold this last one, and then just give me little presses out. So still in your peripheral, just little presses away. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release it down. I don't know about you guys, but I am sweating. All right, you guys. So we're gonna start once again with those weights glued together, but they're gonna be up overhead. So with your weights being up overhead, shoulders drop down the back, nice open chest. Inhale, lift, open your arms, elbows to shoulder distance. Exhale to close. So we just did hug a tree. This is our hug a moon. So just up overhead. Two more. On this last one, just give me little presses up. So little reaches of those weights in towards one another. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release it down. Now stay on your knees for me. So keep the booty back towards your heels. Weights back together. Take them up overhead. So shoulders are down the back, chest is open. Your entire torso slightly pitches forward. So gaze is down on your mat. Inhale, bend your elbows into that skull crusher. Exhale to extend. So feel your belly button pulling back towards your spine. Keep a nice long spine here. Try to avoid using momentum here. Try to avoid swinging. I know it was a lot of triceps tonight, you guys. Let's do 3, 2, Hold this last one. Press it a little bit more forward and give me little pulses. Squeeze those elbows in a little bit closer. Make your pulses a little smaller. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. All right, set your weights down to the side for a minute. All right, so blanket back off to the side. We're gonna go back into our planking here. So if you need to be on your elbows, you can, but otherwise start hands and knees, wrists right under your shoulders. Meet me back in your plank position whenever you're ready. Now, once you're in that plank position, we're just holding here for a moment, and then we're gonna open it into some side arm planks. So once again, if you need to be on your forearms, you can. Bump that left arm forward, open it out to your right. Right arm goes up high to the sky. Stack your shoulders one on top of the other, reach through those fingertips. Lift the hips a little higher. Big inhale here. Exhale, bring it back through center. Right hand down, left arm up. Finding that same side arm plank, lift the hips a little higher. Reach through those fingertips. Bring it back down, bend your knees, come off of your hands. All right, we're gonna do a little bit of push-ups here for our grand finale, you guys. So let's go ahead and bring it all the way back up. Now, you guys can always be on your knees here. If you wanna grab your blanket, that's totally fine. Maybe start with a regular push-up and you can always progress, or you can always make it a little bit less challenging. So plank position, and we're gonna find those push-ups. So elbows bending out wide, chest is lowering. I don't know about the rest of you, but I hate push-ups. They get the job done though. Keep those hips pressing down. Let's do 3, 2, and 1. Come off of your hands. Take a little pause. We're gonna go to some tricep push-ups here. So once again, you can always be on your knees. Walk the feet out. Now as you bend your elbows, squeeze those elbows into your ribs and press it back up. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release it down. Roll out the wrists. All right, you guys, we just have one more set here for planks, then we're gonna stretch and we're gonna be all done. So meet me back on your hands. Walk your feet out. Hover your right foot up and off your mat. Give me little shifts of the weight forward and back. So little weight shifts forward and back. 5, 4, 3, 2. Right foot down, hover the left foot, stay in your plank. Shift the weight back and forth. This is your finisher. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend your knees. Send your hips back towards your heels. Find your child's pose. Go ahead and make your way to seated. Once again, roll out your wrists. Maybe do a few infinity rolls. Take your right hand down to the mat. Inhale, sweep that left arm up. Inhale it here. Exhale, back up. Left hand to the mat, right arm up. Lift it all the way back up. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Pull your fingers away from your body. Open your chest. And then slowly start to round yourself forward. Try to pull those hands away from your body. Inhale it here. Exhale to slowly restack your spine. Sweep that right hand to the outside of the left knee. Twist through your spine. Left hand goes back behind you. Gaze over that left shoulder. Inhale it here. Exhale at center. Rotate the opposite side. Gaze over that right shoulder. Bring it back to center. Extend your legs straight out. Flex your feet. Inhale, arms out to the side and up. Exhale, fold yourself over. Reach your hands for your shins, ankles, or toes. Inhale it here. And exhale to slowly restack the spine. You guys are all done. Definitely roll out your shoulders. Maybe give yourself a few neck rolls side to side. Thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight, you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Bye.